All right, what up, people? What's poppin'? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I'm with my brother from another mother, Everett Overton, a.k.a. EO. What's good, bro?
What's up, man? Good to see you.
Yeah,
Glad
man.
to be back on with you, man.
I've been good, man. I wanted to get you on this because the other day I did a video where I was talking about, dudes getting too attached when it comes to dealing with women, and, I feel like me and you, a lot of times we're on the same page when it comes to this type of stuff. So I wanted to ask you some things because, I wanted to know what's your opinion or thoughts on how men can sort of enjoy being with women without being attached to women. Because what I notice is that when they're so attached, it's like they get their heart broken or they become like needy or clingy towards the girl, and it's just a whole bunch of drama and turmoil within themselves. So, like, what's your thoughts on that? Like, as far as, loving someone and attachment, and what's your whole take on that?
You know what I thought a lot? Great question. I thought a lot about this one. In all fairness, sometimes you got to get your heart broken. Like, you cannot get to this place that we're at. I definitely think we're on the same page when it comes to detachment and how realistic that is for life. But I think that you can't tell somebody who's 20, 21, 22 to get to this place that we're at. So the only thing I can recommend is I've had my heart broken. I've sweated women in my life. I chased women in my life.
Right.
I've gone through that. Not I learned fast, but I did go through that. I dated toxic women because I was demonstrating toxic behavior. So a lot of the time, and here's the truth. Usually women that are healthy, I'm going to get back to the attachment, but I got to say this. There's a reason why men get attached is because usually the more toxic the woman is, the better she is in bed, the better she is at manipulating you.
Right.
So the finer she is, the more attached you can get, because I tell guys, sometimes it's better to recognize red flags right away and just go, nah, I'm good.
Right.
Because you go ahead and hit that and she breaks you off, it's sometimes difficult because you have memory. I always say it's best for guys to have a short-term memory. I have a short-term memory now on purpose. I don't like to remember a lot of stuff because it's over and done with.
Right.
So I try to tell guys, don't try to be me or a legend like Mr. Locario because it takes time to get to that, okay? So, but let's be realistic. Let's just be smart about the decisions we make. That we can definitely control that.
Right.
So watch who we deal with, because I notice it's just sometimes guys go, I want a dime piece, I want this fine girl, I want this, but I'm gonna be honest with you, she's gonna play you, my guy. She's gonna play you. She's gonna be. Women are better at game than men, than most men. Maybe not us, but most men, and they're always gonna be on top of things. So and guys get attached. I even think I'm making a video. I'll probably drop it later today, titled "Her Ego Loves You, Not Her." Her ego loves you, not her. Okay, so you got to keep that in mind, guys. We live in a very egoic society where no one is who they truly are. It's all bullshit. Everyone's out on the take. All of life really is bullshit.
Right, right.
I even told my old mother this today on the phone. I said, Mom, I'm going to let you know something. I'm going to tell you something straight. You know what I learned about life? She said, what? Life is bullshit. Life is nothing but bullshit. But just because it's bullshit doesn't mean you can't have fun in it.
Right,
so you go out there, have fun, kiss women, seduce women, sex women, even love women.
Right.
It's unhealthy, though, to think that is going to stay permanent in your life. I want you to go out there and be fearless. I want you to go out there and make moves. I want you to go out there and start a business and make money and do the things you're passionate about and love. But I don't want you to get attached to that, because I will tell you, as a guy that's had a lot of success, I've made a ton of money. I've had a ton of women. I've had more sex than the average man for sure. I will tell you, at the end of all that, it didn't really bring me nothing. It was an experience, and then it was gone in the wind. So it was just like, so I promise you, take my word for it. And like I said, Mr. Locario has a ton of experience. His body of work is incredible. Enjoy life. Insert yourself into life. Don't be afraid of it. Like, actually take life by the horns. Like, it wants you to date women, but don't try to lock them up. Don't think it's gonna be permanent. Even if you decide to get married, just know that I want you to be able to stand on your own 2 feet. Like, don't build your whole existence around this woman. she's there. She is in the system. You appreciate it. You utilize it. You enjoy it. But keep in mind, always know there's a great chance, not a slim chance, but a great chance, this thing is going to transition and become something different, and you have to be prepared for that mentally and emotionally.
That's real talk. And, I think what a lot of guys need to come to terms with is, like you said, that, none of it is permanent. So, and I think once you realize that, then you actually enjoy the situations you have more with women. You know what I mean? Because I noticed, girls, when I would deal with certain girls, it would be like, if I'm so caught up in wondering what's going to happen next, is she going to call me? Even to the point where you could be on a date with a girl, just hanging out with a girl, and you're so concerned with, are we going to have sex? Am I going to actually get it? That you can't enjoy the situation you're in with the girl, and then therefore this is the reason why sometimes you don't get it. Because you're not in that moment where you're just enjoying yourself and just chilling, and then having the girl see you for who you really are, which makes her attracted to you, which will make her want to, give herself to you and all this other stuff. So if you're so like needy and clingy with it, I think that's what messes everything up. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got to learn how to just chill and enjoy that moment more versus like trying to always like nitpick and wonder what's going to happen next. And I think it's the lack of maybe sexual activity that's happening, or guys even just thinking that getting a girl is going to sort of make them happy. Like, once I get her, that's going to make me happy. So what's your thoughts on that too? Because I know a lot of guys, they think, let's say for example, you have a guy who, he may be even a virgin or just a guy who hasn't had that much experience, and he thinks, once I get her, everything is, is going to fall into place. I'm going to actually be happy. Everything's going to be great. And I'm waiting to get to that point. So what advice would you give for guys who are like that, to what they can sort of look forward to if when it does happen, and also sort of just like, I guess, the reality of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure. Great question. I will say what I said earlier. You have to go through it. Like I tell guys all the time, I have a wonderful assortment of clients now that I deal with, and they're wonderful guys. But I can still tell when I'm giving them advice, they're not ready to take the advice. Okay, they're just not ready yet. So that's one thing I try not to push on people is readiness, because trial and error, life experience, getting your heart broken, breaking someone else's heart, making money, losing people you love because they transition and die. There's so many different things that go through life that you can't really put yourself in those shoes until you actually go through it. That's why when people like, I'm going to get back on topic, but I want to say one thing. Like when people pass away, I don't tell them I'm sorry. I don't say I'm sorry. I just say, I'm here for you if you need anything. But I'm not going to say I'm sorry because they need to experience that. And they don't need to be told I'm sorry because people are going to die.
Right, exactly, right. It's part of the whole thing, right?
Die, so I'm not going to say I'm sorry for that. No, they lived a life. They did what they needed to do while they were here. And it's on to the next phase. Whether you call that heaven or whatever you want to call that. Right. So I don't say I'm sorry. I say I'm here if you need anything. And I know that when I say things like that, they're respecting me for that. They're like, this guy gets it. This guy knows what I need to hear right now. So I would tell guys this. If you're 20 years old and you're a virgin, that's okay. I was a virgin until I was 18 years old, and pretty much a girl took my shit. I said that on my live stream last night, and some guy asked me, how old were you when you lost your virginity? I was 18 and I was scared to death. And she actually went and bought condoms. I didn't even have condoms. And she was like, I'm going to go to the corner store. I'll be right back. She was taking that dick. She was ready for that dick. And I wasn't even ready to give it to her yet. Right. I was scared as fuck. And even when I, started to do it, I'm like, damn, I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing. So the thing is, and now look at me. I be fucking bitches like crazy. No, not to say bitches, but I'm a fucking machine now. Right. So look where I was at. I was scared to death to do it. I had to go through experience. I had to meet the right women. I dated older women when I was young. I didn't really go for younger women. I wanted to go with women who kind of been around a little bit so could teach me some things. So the thing I would tell guys is, don't get down on yourself. You're a young man. Stop watching so many other people live and just start living for yourself.
Right.
It will come. Work on your sex appeal. Mr. Lucario has a brand new thing out right now.
You guys got to get that.
Go check that out. 'Cause I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah.
So plugging that. Sex appeal is very important. Getting in touch with your sexuality, your sensual side, how you dress, how you walk, how you talk, your energy, how you smile, how you introduce yourself. These are things that Mr. Lucario and I can help you with along the way, but ultimately you have to implement them. But don't get down on yourself. We were once babies at this shit.
Right.
And we had to learn. And so don't get down on yourself. It's a process. Go through the process. Enjoy the breakups. Enjoy when a woman tells you no. Enjoy that shit. That's good information.
Right.
That makes you go back and draw something up and say, okay, what did I do in this situation? What did I demonstrate? And then you can go back and improve it. So just like anything, don't get down on yourself. It's a process. It will come in time. But get some good mentors. Get some good people around you that can help influence you the right way.
Yeah, and I like that you said, actually, sort of just embrace those situations that I think a lot of guys are trying to avoid situations, meaning they're trying to avoid the rejection. They're trying to avoid the heartbreak or whatever. They're trying to avoid, dealing with certain situations that they feel like is going to bring them pain, you know what I mean? Or mess with their ego. Yeah. And I think what needs to happen sometimes too is, like you said, some dudes need to get their heart broken because I feel like that's the only way they're going to ever wake up to certain situations. Because there's certain times where when you're at a certain level where you've never really been in a certain situation, you think your happiness lies in getting that. And then you probably get it and you realize this ain't it, but then also at the same time, if it doesn't stay the way you expect it, you will never realize, like you said, nothing's permanent. You need for that breakup to happen so you can see that, it's not permanent. And then you go to the next girl, and then what's going to happen is you'll probably end up not seeing her at a certain point. And then you go, so it's something I feel like people have to experience first, and then they'll be like, a lot of times they'll gravitate to it and they'll feel it, internally. You know what I'm saying? And I think that a lot of guys have to sort of like go through that transition. You know what I mean? Definitely. And so do you find, like, when you work with guys and clients that you work with, do you find that some of them, since they haven't experienced certain things, it's hard for them to understand what you're saying, of sort of like, oh, you should go through this, or don't worry about rejection, like embrace it or whatever? Do you think it's hard for them to like really grasp that because they haven't really experienced it yet?
Definitely. I definitely get that. You said guys are trying to, or people are trying to avoid pain.
Right.
But I was at the barbershop just now, and I was talking to all the gentlemen, and it was cold as fuck here in Chicago.
Right.
The 2 days. It was like 25 below zero. I mean, this was like major, like Antarctica temperatures. And then today it's 12. Right. But when I walked outside, it felt warm.
Right, exactly.
A lot of people would say, 12? What the fuck out of here? 12 ain't warm. But because I went out into those conditions, and I allowed myself to acclimate to it and get adjusted to it. Now I'm prepared. My body is prepared for those types of temperatures.
Right.
So same thing with rejection and failure and no's. What about when you go to the gym? How come guys can't put this together? You go to the gym, you have no problem beating your muscles to death in order to make them grow. So you don't mind going through that physical pain because you know what's on the other side, a better looking body, to be more fit. So why can't you think the same way when it comes to women? Why? I don't understand.
Right.
It's just a matter of transferring that same kind of mentality, the mindset. You talk about mindset all the time.
Right.
Mindset is everything. It's everything in life. It's what's gonna make you succeed, or it's what's gonna destroy you. So I promise you that no matter if you're a trust fund baby, you were born with a silver spoon, no matter what it is, if your mindset, you're not constantly developing it and pushing yourself to the limit, you're not going. Only the strong survive in this world. Right. I promise you that. So you have to constantly be challenging yourself and be willing to take the hits. Be willing to take a loss. Be willing, and I promise you, if you do that, you're going to get a lot of yeses.
Right.
People are going to be like, "Bet, sign me up for this dude. Bet, I like this guy's energy. He came after me." A lot of women are waiting for your approach. They're waiting for your approach.
Right.
So I know I veered off a little bit. There's one thing I want to say to something you said that was so brilliant. Happiness is you know how you said you might be with a girl for 2 years, and now you after the 2 year mark, things are starting to kind of dismantle a little bit, and you see that it didn't bring you happiness. But understand something: when you first met her, though, it was pretty exciting. It was enjoyable.
Right.
She gave you butterflies in your stomach. You gave her butterflies. So there was a time frame where that was something special, which is why I say don't burn any bridges if you can avoid it, and just know that you're going to go through phases in life where things are going to feel fantastic, but it's just like the seasons change. Why can't you understand that people change?
Right, exactly.
I have gray hair now. I did not have gray hair at 25. You know, I have a little more wear on my face because of the conditions and, you know, just living and aging. I was once a baby. One day I'm going to be a motherfucking baby if I live that long in a chair. But
Exactly.
So, like, you know, like, so this is life. And I know that we're like deep with the shit, and we're like on another level. But once we weren't, at one point in our lives, we probably weren't here, or maybe there was some awareness, but we had to give it time to mature it.
Exactly right.
So guys, don't get down on yourself, but just keep pushing forward. But you do need good mentors. If you don't have mentors, then it makes it more difficult, because we live in a society where it's just superficial, judgmental. No one's living their authentic life. Even if they say they're living their best life, I promise you, if you read between the lines, look in a person's eyes, you'll see there's something missing there.
Right.
And so happiness comes, grief comes, sadness comes. I said this before. I don't wake up every day feeling like a perfect. There's times I wake up, I'm like, I don't even want to do this shit today.
Right.
And I think about the big picture, but you have to do it. And then there's times I don't do it. I'm like, you know what? Nah, I'm good. I'm going to watch You on Netflix. Just like I told you, I watched You on Netflix.
Right.
I binge watched it for a day, and I enjoyed it. And I came back refreshed. And as a matter of fact, I got some knowledge from it. It reminded me how shady motherfuckers are in this world. So I didn't even know that. So,
right. So one last thing, real quick. What's like something you would say to guys that will, I guess, like get them in a situation where they can benefit from the game and dealing with women, or get to that point where they benefit? Because I hear a lot of guys, you know, online, or even just in person, whatever, where a lot of the energy when it comes to talking about attracting women, you know, being social with women, getting women, it's very negative. It's like, you know, they'll say this saying, the juice isn't worth the squeeze, you know, or they'll say, oh, all these women are bitches and hoes and all they want, you know. So like, what do you think like men can focus on to actually get situations where they're dealing with women where they're actually getting a benefit out of it, or they're seeing the light side of it, you know what I mean? Because, like, you know, this times I'm dealing with girls, and, you know, I deal with girls who are like, you know, on some savage shit, or just do some crazy shit, or they're all over the place. But on the flip side, I see women, and I deal with women they're freaking like cooperative. They're like very nice, you know what I mean? Like, the sex is great. Like, they treat me like really good, you know what I'm saying? So what do you think guys need to know, or what they can do to sort of get that side of the spectrum? Like, what's your thoughts on that?
Great question. I'm going to bring up an athlete that gets a lot of hate, Tom Brady. Tom Brady gets a ton of hate. Why? He's a winner. And nobody can beat the dude. So there's jealousy that comes with that. And I've noticed men only get upset with women and want to dog them out and call them names and call them the B word and focus on female nature when they're not getting success with women. Because there's no one that I know that is successful with women and has great connections with women that talk like that. Look, I understand female nature, but I don't concentrate on female nature. I understand it, but I don't concentrate on it because I'm too busy concentrating on the form that I came into this motherfucking world as, which is a man. So I'm too busy concentrating on my nature, what I'm gonna do out here. Yes, it. So I would tell guys this: drop the jealousy, drop the jealousy, drop that rage, get that out of your system. If it's there, cool, let it be there for a minute, but address it. Understand why it's there. Right. Look in the mirror and tell myself the only reason why I'm bitter and I talk shit and I'm jealous of other men and I'm jealous of content creators and I can control their channels and all this stuff. The only reason why I do this is because I'm not happy with myself. I don't like my results. I don't like what I'm putting out. I don't like what I'm putting out. This product that I'm putting out isn't bringing me results. So a smart man would take a moment and reinvent himself.
Right. Real talk.
Reinvent himself. He would say, you know, I need to lose a couple pounds. Not only is it unattractive, but it's not good for my health. Maybe I need to lose 15 pounds. Maybe I do need to hire a consultant that can help me dress. Or maybe I could just look in some magazines and try to emulate some of these really fashionable, you know, successful people and then invest in a new wardrobe. I mean, I love the way you dress, Mr. Lucario. I love the way you dress. You always look very, very fly. And I think that's part of your image and your success and your brand. Is it the most important element to you? No, it's your mind. It's your mind for sure.
Right.
Well,
see, you're the best dressed guy on YouTube, so that's, you know, I already know that.
Well, I mean, you know, I appreciate it.
See, I just got on some regular shit
now. Mind, I appreciate that. Thank you. But my mind and my mentality and how I choose to look at life and myself and others is my most dangerous weapon. Is my most dangerous weapon. It's having the ability to adjust to any situation. So if you just have to have this ability. It won't come overnight, but I promise you got to let go of the negative emotions. Like, I'm ugly, I'm fat, women ain't shit, women are gonna flake on you. Yes, women are gonna flake on you. So what? So what? You're gonna flake on some women too. I mean, you're going to flake on some women too. I always tell guys that, boy, man, you guys are full of double standards. You guys want to get the sex life you want. You want to diss chicks that are like up your ass all the time. Ooh, she's up my ass too all the time. I have clients that are so down on themselves, and I ask them, so tell me about the girls that are interested in you. And he's like, well, it's this fat chick. I don't really like her that much. And I'm like, dude, she likes you. Enjoy her. Get some experience through her. And then eventually move on to something else. But how the hell are you going to be overly critical on this woman and you're over here paying me to get better at you? So like, that doesn't work that way. So you and look, hey, that's fine. But ultimately my mission with my guys is, I don't want you to have to keep paying me. I don't want you to have to keep booking consultations. I want to maybe go four consultations with you, and then you don't need me anymore.
Right, exactly, right.
Good luck to you. Good luck to you. So, mainly, Mr. Lucario, the jealousy, the anger, the hate, the envy. Envy is a killer, guys. Envy of men, envy of the sex of other men, envy of women even. It's going to destroy you. Don't be envious. Go out there and work hard. Reinvent yourself if you need to. I promise you. I promise you, you will get new results if you make these necessary tweaks along the way. Adjustments is the most important thing in life. Adjustments. Real
talk. So so tell everybody where they could find you, where they could I'm gonna leave the link to the channel as as always, but tell people how they could book you and all that other good stuff.
Definitely, man. I can be reached for coaching at everettoverton@mail.com. Please subscribe to the channel, man. There's a lot of truth on the channel. I've kind of rebranded the channel to The Truth because we got to tell the truth. Mr. Lucario always says the truth is inside you. This is my buddy right here, man. So we're out here trying to make big things happen, and we are, especially him with his resume. So thank you for the time, man. It's always a pleasure to get united with you.
That's what's up. All right, so people, we are out of here. We will see you guys later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. We gone. We out. Peace. Click the link below to get the ebook 60-Second Game. In this book, you'll learn how your confidence, verbal communication skills, appearance, response to rejection, and honesty can affect your game. Click the link below to get your copy today. Now, before you turn off this video, I want you to do 3 quick things. 1, I want you to click the link below to send me a question. If you have a question on dating and relationships, I'll make a video about it. 2, I want you to click the link under that to get my free audio program, Undeniable Game, which teaches you 7 easy to follow tips on how to really attract beautiful women. And 3, I want you to click the link under that one to go to Bad Boy Membership, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. What's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Lucario. Go to Bad Boy Membership
badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy Membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy-to-follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy Membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.